Okay, you understand that you're looking at life in prison if convicted of two life sentences.
Hell no.
How far did you get in school?
9th grade.
And you read and write?
Barely. I could barely spell. I don't understand none of this, what he thought. And it's a conspiracy between these two right here.
Listen, Mr. Cromartie. Mr. Cromartie, what do you?
Man, I don't understand, sir.
I don't believe you, Mr. Cromartie, because you act like you do understand it.
I don't understand, sir. Yeah. First of all, I have the right to face my accuser.
What are you asking me to do today, Mr.
You
Cromartie?
saying I don't understand.
Then yes, you do understand you have a plea offer for 25 years in prison.
All right, everyone. Today we've got a sovereign citizen in court who's facing 2 life sentences. Yes, 2. And here's the wild part. The guy can barely read or write, yet he still believes he should represent himself. Let me tell you right now, things do not go well for him. The judge in this clip isn't entertaining any of his nonsense and keeps the courtroom very strict and straightforward. So what do you all think? Are you buying his act? Or is he really just someone who has no idea what he's doing? Let me know your thoughts in the comments while you watch the video. Now let's go ahead and get into it.
Speak for the record too.
Williams, finish knowledge.
Yes, sir.
So I would like to put a few things on the record, Your Honor. My client had an offer from the state last week, and he did not wish to take advantage of that offer. My investigator and I went out to the jail, talked to him, went over things, explained everything to him. I gave him my advice, which was that I thought it was in his best interest to accept the offer. He refused that, and that offer was for 20 years with a mandatory minimum. He still has an offer today for 25 years mandatory minimum, and I've discussed it with him briefly over here in the box, and he's told me that he doesn't wish to do that, but considering the fact—
Your Honor, this man ain't even helped me in my
Cromartie,
defense. None of that.
Mr. McCarty, I told you I'd give you an opportunity to speak.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Finish.
What I was going to say, Your Honor, is considering, I've explained to him that his exposure is in the 3365, the attempted murder case is a life sentence, in that he's further exposed in the 2756 case on the tampering to an additional 30 years, since it was a tampering with the underlying case being a first degree. So I've explained to him his exposure. I've given him my advice. I've told him what I think is best for him. And he, as is his right, he's choosing not to do that. But I did want that on the record so that there was no confusion later on about whether or not I had informed him of the offers and how I advised him and that sort of thing. So,
Your Honor, my intention is to revoke those offers today, and I plan on moving forward next week. One thing that Mr. Williams mentioned, yesterday I filed the HBFO notice, which actually extends his exposure in the tampering case from 30 years to possible life in that case as well. Okay. So the maximum that Mr. Cromartie faces is 2 life sentences consecutive.
Okay.
I really wasn't aware of that. You hear what he said?
Yes, sir. But
so let me ask you this. Before the judge is going to give you a chance to talk.
Okay.
But in light of the fact that Mr. Sullivan has made this new filing, and now you have your maximum exposure is 2 life sentences, do you wish to reconsider your choices with regard to accepting the offer?
I don't understand. I don't understand. And being that he's representing me, we haven't even worked the defense in this case at all, period.
Okay.
And plus,
let's take one thing. Do you understand that you've been offered 25 years in prison?
I don't understand, sir. Yeah.
Then yes, you do understand you have a plea offer for 25 years in prison.
I don't understand because I'm innocent. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what.
Listen, you've entered a not guilty plea, so there's a presumption that you're innocent, or a presumption you're not guilty. So that, regardless of your claims or the fact that right now we presume you not guilty, you understand the state has offered to let you plead no contest to charges, and it'd be a 25-year sentence. And I believe, what is it? Is it a minimum mandatory 25?
It would be a minimum
mandatory minus the time you served in jail. No, I just need you understand that's the plea offer from the state.
Hell no. I don't understand none of this, what he thought. And it's a conspiracy between these two, right?
You can literally see this guy's brain buffering when the judge asks if he understands the 25-year plea deal. It's like he's just sitting there waiting for his brain to load up to 100%. He honestly seems to think that if he keeps pretending not to understand, the court will eventually get frustrated and just let him go. But spoiler alert, that's not how it works. When you try the I don't understand routine in court, they don't just brush it off and move on. Instead, they order a competency hearing. That means professionals are brought in to determine whether you're genuinely confused or just trying to game the system to avoid consequences. And if they figure out that you're faking it, then congratulations. You've wasted the court's time, irritated the judge, and probably made your situation 10 times worse. So what do you all think about this guy? Is he really as lost as he claims to be? Or is he just pulling off one of the worst schemes ever? I mean, the guy is facing 2 consecutive life sentences, so I can kind of see why he's acting clueless. But honestly, at that point, you might as well just take the 20-year deal and move on. You committed the crime, so just accept it. It's really not that complicated.
You removed all my
Raise
case.
your right hand to be sworn.
I do.
Wait till the oath is done, sir. Do it again, madam.
Yes, sir.
Raise your hand again.
Solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Cromartie, state your name.
Jamel Cromartie.
What are you asking for today, Mr. Cromartie?
This name of this contract does not refer nor identify the male standing in this corporation. I, Jamel Cromartie, being forced to go against my will and my best interest. My right of due process have been impeded upon. Also, my 4th and 5th Amendment right have been violated. I invoke my rights of the Constitution to protect me and my best interest. I invoke my 5th Amendment.
Okay. All right, then you vote the Fifth Amendment right, so you're not asking to testify. What are you asking me to do?
First of all, I have the right to face my accuser.
Listen. What are you asking me to do today, Mr.
You
Cromartie?
saying I don't understand.
Mr.
just
Cromartie,
don't-
what are you asking me today? I'm gonna give you
No,
one.
I
chance.
don't need him on my case.
Okay, are you listen, what are you asking me to
Or
do?
this one right here. This both them two right there.
Okay.
I got some that's conspiracy on what they trying to do.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Continue my trial.
No,
Till I
sir,
get-
motion denied. What are you asking me to do? What are you asking me to do, Mr. Cromartie?
A fair trial.
All right now, you're gonna get a fair trial. Is there anything you're asking me to do right now?
I'm saying I don't need them on my case.
What are you asking me to remove them?
Yes, sir.
And then you gonna represent yourself, or are you gonna hire another attorney?
I'd rather represent myself to get an attorney.
You already sworn in, so state your name again.
Jamel Cromartie, sir.
Mr. Cromartie, you're asking to represent yourself next week, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you understand that you're looking at life in prison if convicted of two life sentences.
Okay.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you understand you've been offered a 25-year plea deal?
Yes, sir.
And when you said before you didn't understand that, you were not being truthful with the court, is that correct?
I mean, I'm saying yes, sir, to say yes, sir. I'm guessing you're agreeing with me. I don't know.
No, I'm asking you a question. So you don't understand that, is that correct?
Understand what?
That you have been offered 25 years in prison if you pled no contest and that would settle your cases. Do you understand that?
I don't know how to answer that.
You're going to have to answer my questions if you want to represent yourself, sir. If not, I'm not going to find you competent to represent yourself.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand you've been offered 25 years in prison? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you said before you didn't understand that you were not being truthful with the court, is that
It's a
correct?
lot that's going on that I don't understand.
Listen to me.
Yes, sir.
You were not being truthful with the court. Is that correct?
I'm not gonna say I'm being truthful.
When you
I
said
don't understand.
you don't understand.
You got to talk to me in a level where I got to
Yes, sir.
understand.
I'm talking to you at the same level.
But some of that I don't understand because there's some shit.
So you
that's
don't
going on.
you don't understand what's going on?
Half of it I don't.
Do you how far did you get in school?
9th grade,
And you read and write?
barely. I could barely spell.
Okay. And you understand if you represented yourself, you'd have to do everything a
I'm
lawyer
gonna
did.
do what I can that I've been trying to do.
Do you understand you'd have to do
I do
everything?
better than him.
Listen to me. If you want to represent yourself, you got to answer these questions. If not, I can't allow you to represent yourself. So,
I ain't trying to make a fool of myself, but Yana, I don't need them two on my case.
okay. You can barely read and write. Is that correct?
I learned.
you're gonna pick a jury Monday morning. I'm not continuing the case. And you're gonna try the case next week if you represent yourself.
Okay.
And you're reading right.
Honestly, I can't really tell if this guy is being serious or if he's just putting on the worst act of his life. On one hand, it's possible he truly can't read or write very well. But on the other hand, he's definitely giving off strong, playing dumb to dodge consequences vibes. And I have to say, I really like the way the judge is dealing with him. The judge isn't falling for any of this guy's nonsense at all. He's basically got this sovereign citizen trapped in a legal corner, and watching the guy squirm is honestly pretty entertaining. But here's the reality for someone in his situation. Courts don't simply take your word for it if you suddenly claim you can't read. If literacy is genuinely an issue, they'll bring in evaluations, appoint a lawyer, or even have someone read the documents aloud for you. What they won't do is dismiss the case just because you act like the words don't make sense. So what do you all think about this guy? Do you believe he's actually struggling, or is he just fully committed to this ridiculous act? Personally, I'm not even sure it's an act, but let me know what you think.
Understand about the plea offer? Do you understand that lawyers are trained in the rules of evidence, criminal procedure, and the law? They're there to assist you in preparing for trial and trying the case. Do you understand that? Okay, well, I'm going to find that you're not competent to represent yourself. Mr. Salim will stay on his case. Mr. Williams will stay on that case, and we'll see you Monday morning and pick a jury.
All right, everyone. That jury trial is probably going to end very badly for this guy. He's basically stepping right into his own downfall. And don't worry, I'll upload the second hearing as soon as I find it, because it's even more interesting. In that next hearing, we're dealing with a very rude defendant who refuses to stop complaining about his bond, even though he already received one, got released, and then went right out and committed another crime. Let me know what you all thought about the first hearing. And now let's go ahead and jump into the next one.
The one you're representing yourself?
Right. Yes, sir. On that case,
That's for the record, that's 23 CF 204.
yeah. Well, I got a couple motions I want to file on that one, but
Okay.
about that case, so can I ask why am I being held without bond?
Sir, Mr. McCoy, we've gone over that. I revoked your bond, I believe, in the K2 case numbers because of the arrest. So I think we've already adjudicated that and litigated that. I'm gonna litigate it, but that's why you're being held without bond.
I mean, is there a reason though, sir? Like,
Yes, sir,
reason to
because
be held without bond?
yes, because you were out on bond and you picked up another charge.
But I'm innocent on that charge, Mr. Clark. And I got the evidence.
Absolutely, you're presumed innocent on all the charges. So I assume you're not admitting that you're guilty on the two charges that you're out on bond on. You're presumed innocent on all three of the charges.
Can I ask that the state has filed a motion to hold me without bond, Mr. Clark?
No, sir. I believe the court, and I may be wrong. I may have done it on my own motion.
You had a hearing in February, I believe it was February 24th, and then you addressed it also at our last hearing on October the 17th.
There was an order of revocation of release, and that was done by the first appearance judge on January 18th. So that judge held a hearing and revoked your bond, or issued basically a warrant and held you without bond. So that, and I upheld that.
I understand, sir, but it's been since January. Is there a reason why you feel like I need to be held without bond?
Yes, sir, because you picked up another charge while you were out on bond.
Well, Mr. Mr. Clark, I'm just speaking real quick.
Go ahead, do it quick. I've already addressed that. I'm not making it any plainer for you.
Have a little patience with me, sir. I understand that's judges. They should be patient with their client, with litigants.
Well, I'm as patient as you. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to treat you just like a lawyer. And I'm treating you just like a lawyer. And when a lawyer goes to repeating themselves or re-litigating something that's already been litigated, I give them very little short leash. And that's basically what I've done to you. I've addressed that so many times. I'm not prepared to address it again today. So if you want to talk about something else, let's move on. But I'm not going to reinstate your bond today. Okay?
See what I mean? This guy just won't stop talking. Does he really think that if he keeps complaining long enough, the judge will eventually give him a bond just out of sheer exhaustion? Someone really needs to explain to him that bonds aren't like free samples at Costco. You don't just get one because you ask for it. A bond is a privilege, not a guarantee. Judges consider things like your criminal history, how serious the charge is, and whether you followed the rules the last time you were released, which in his case, he clearly didn't. So it's not surprising that he isn't getting a bond this time. Maybe this is a controversial opinion, but it seems pretty simple to me. Just don't commit another crime. Maybe that's a crazy idea these days, who knows? But let me know what you all think about this guy so far. Now let's jump back into it.
I just
Entered a
want
not
to
guilty plea on
say this
everything.
one thing, Mr. Clark. One thing, but we
Go
can
ahead.
move on to the next thing.
Okay.
Okay. What makes me different from the person that you released last month?
I don't know.
Harris Kramer. I picked up a driver on suspended license charge.
I got no idea.
He had battery on a police officer. You
Listen to
reinstated
me.
his
I'm
bond.
not going to compare you to
He had
other.
battery on a police officer. And you
I'm not
reinstated
going
his
to
bond.
compare you to other cases right now because I can't remember. It's not fair to me. I don't know why I
Not fair
did
to
what I
me.
did.
I've been
Well,
in jail. This case been going
Let's move on. I've answered your question. What else is there? Go ahead.
Sitting in jail for 3 years, Mr.
I
Clark.
understand, but tell me what else. No, you ain't sat in jail for 3 years. This was the.
Yeah, for a few
January
months when I caught that BS charge, but I got
can't
a
help
total
that.
time before 3
Let's go,
years in jail.
let's go. What else we need to do?
Set me up for a bond here.
Okay, December 19th at 9 o'clock.
Okay, well, wait a minute. I ain't done yet. I still got some motions I want to file.
Okay, you can file them. Now, have you got copies for the state?
Yeah, I got copies for the state.
Okay,
too.
you need to provide I guess it's Mr. Ferrer.
Oh yeah. What about on my new case? Okay, on my new case. No. I never had a driver's license, right, in my life. And the fact that I'm charged with a felony is wrong. It's because driving without a valid driver's license is a misdemeanor, even if you are habitualized.
Hey, you need to file a motion.
Well, I got the motions ready right here.
We'll file it.
Okay, I'm about to file it. But my thing is, if it's already on the court's attention that the information that was filed on me was wrong, that's a fundamental error.
That's
It's
a.
impossible to
This
charge
is
me with it.
unsworn testimony. I got no idea, but file your motion. And we've got everything. We'll set.
We already been through that because I'm a charge before, on my case before, you already corrected that charge. So why is
Listen to me. I'm not arguing with you. This is a pretrial. I'll set your motions for December 19th. If you want to file your motions now and get everybody
filing
ready.
right now? I'm filing. Okay. What about my oh yeah, back to the representation thing that we had.
Okay.
Okay. I have a copy of my transcripts,
Yes, sir.
and you said that I expressly requested counsel. I got a copy of my transcripts to prove that that's not true.
Okay. Well, you on what case?
On my 23 case, I got a copy.
You represent
represent
yourself
me.
on that.
No, but you made me redo it. I had you
What is,
denied all
what, is,
my
what, is
motions.
your, what is your relief? What relief are you asking
My
for?
relief is that I want my motions to be heard that was denied
December
under Booker
19th.
versus State.
Look, we're gonna set pre-trials for January 18th.
What I'm saying is
Listen, Mr. McCoy, you're hearing this over with today. I've listened to everything I'm gonna listen to. We'll set your motions. If you want to file them right now, give the state their copies December 19th at 9 o'clock for the motion. I'm assuming it's a motion to reinstate bond. It may be a motion to
It's a motion for
dismiss.
motion to discharge and the motion for notice.
All right, file them and we'll set it for December
Motion to
19th. We're gonna
dismiss.
set, we're gonna set everything for January 18th. for
Let me get my
pre-trial.
motions ready. I ain't ready to be pulled out yet. I got to get a state.
No, sir, you can hand it to them, but you're hearing over with today.
I can't get them my motions.
Yeah, that's got nothing to do with it.
All right, I gotta get them ready.
You just let Mr. Devontae McCoy sit in the courtroom and get his paperwork ready and let him file his motions and give his copies to the state.
I hope you guys didn't lose too many brain cells watching that hearing. Sorry if you did. Some people are just completely disconnected from reality. And in both of these hearings, it was pretty obvious that was the case with these guys. Honestly, it's like watching a train wreck in slow motion. Just when you think they can't possibly make a worse decision, they somehow manage to hit the gas and make things even worse. But I guess that's part of what makes it entertaining for us, right? Sitting here with popcorn while they keep digging themselves deeper holes. Seriously, though, the whole situation was a mess. I don't know how anyone could watch those hearings and still think they've got everything figured out. The law is pretty straightforward, but these people are definitely making things much harder for themselves. If there's one thing we've learned from watching this, it's that pretending to be clueless in court doesn't actually get you anywhere, no matter how much you argue or complain. Let me know what you all think about these hearings. I'm especially curious about your thoughts on the first guy, since he's facing 2 consecutive life sentences. Like I mentioned earlier, I'll try to track down that video and post it for you guys if I can. Anyway, I really appreciate you all watching. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.